Mikerowchip here, playing Farming Simulator 22 Elm Creek. And this is episode 120. Yeah, we have cows. Yeah, I'm still pretty giddy about the cows here. They're eating their total mixed ration, whatever the heck that is. Some kind, it's cow feed, obviously, but what's in it? Who knows? Actually, I kind of do. I think it's straw and hay, and then there's something else you add to it. I don't know. I don't make it. I don't know. I just buy it. All right, so we are here in the last part of September, and we had to finish up September now and get ourselves into October. So step one, we're going to have to park the trailer here. There we go. Bring it around. Oh, geez, a hole and a half right there. Hole and a half right there. I'll have to measure. It might be a hole and a quarter, I'm not sure, but big hole nonetheless. All right, let's move this one over this way. And we are going to park the animal transport back where it belongs. There we go. Matrix move, and backwards we go. All right. Let's take this one back. Come on, come on. There you go. This trailer's not that hard. Of course, I'm messing it up, aren't I? It's not as hard as some of the shorter ones. Evidently, it's not always as easy either. There we go. There we go. That's Perfektenschlag right there. And let's go park red. I don't know who else is out. Is it only Marcia, or is Freddie out doing something? No, Freddie's over there. Johnny Utah's over there. So everybody's good. Go like that. Turn it off. Get out. Get up on my porch. There we go. And then we want to go to Marcia. She's got to close up shop. Uh-oh. Oh, what's that doing here? Why did I leave that out? I don't know, Marcia. You got a little something to do here, huh? Looks like it. Turn that thing on. Give it a second. It always takes a second. There we go. Put this total mixed ration back up on the shelf. There we go. Except I can't put it on the shelf, right? Oh, yeah. That's a thing, isn't it? Well, let's try it again. Let's just try it again. So now it's hitting the top shelf. Now it's just sliding backwards. Jamming it on there. Ooh, I may have done it. Oh, boy. Maybe not. Okay, nope. Nope, it's just not going to let go. Oh, boy, it's hooked on there now. All right, Marcia, get out. Get out. This whole thing has become a train wreck. Let's grab onto this. It won't let go. There we go. Oh. I saw the Jungheinrich shoot up in the air and didn't see it come back down. I was a little worried for a second. Let's never try to put one of these big bags on the shelf again. That's a disaster. Okay. No. There we go. Okay. Close that door. The door that shall not be named. Then close the animal door. And this is the greenhouse door. Okay, back we go. Of course, tomorrow morning, I'm going to reveal our next item up for purchase. Yeah, it's going to be exciting. No, not Fred. No, there we go. Turn around. Face the crowd. There you go. All right. So we are going to end September and get ourselves into October. Here we are now in the beginning of October. So, our new item that we are saving up to buy is... Yes, it is the milk trailer. The milk trailer. Yep, $25,000. That's not very expensive, but that's what we're going to buy next because I figure we got cows. we should probably get the milk trailer. I think it holds 8,000 liters. So there's that. Okay, now what we have to do is we're going to have to... we got 2 fields. That's right. We got to harvest some sunflowers down in field 43. And then in field 49, we have to harvest soybeans. Alrighty. So sunflowers are not going to be this header, are they? No. This is not the... No. Down. I want to go down. No, that's turning it on. Do I got to do this? Turn on, disable. I'm looking at the thing in a lower header. Oh, it's B. Okay, I'm hitting the wrong button. There we go. Now detach the header. There we are. All right, this is getting a little low on gas. And let's reset the trip meter there. And its maintenance getting low too. Of course, ramming it into the pole like that probably is not helping the maintenance at all. All right, get the deep rumble of this one. It's a beaut. All right, let's move it in here. Here we go. Put it out here, and we're going to have somebody follow us. Yeah, we don't have a trailer because the soybeans are going to need the other header. So we'll just have to come back and get it because we don't have a header trailer. That's sad. All right. Marsha's going to have to get in red here. Get in there. 35 kilometers we put on it. She's going to have to grab onto the grain bins. We'll just have matrix right around her right from the get. There we go. It's harvest time. Back off and then come around the corner to the right here. Alrighty. Now comes the ever important message. Hold on, let me put it on here. The ever important thing is how do you do follow me again? Right control F. Okay, so right control F. Beautiful. All right, so we have now secured the Russell Smosh. We're going to have to turn on this and this because we're about to head out onto the as fast as they can go, 14 mile an hour. Head out onto the public freeways. So with the corn header, which also does sunflowers. Although, I don't know, they call it the corn header because most people grow corn and not sunflowers? I don't know. But we're going to head on down to field 43 first. That's the furthest field from us. And we will start harvesting sunflowers. All right, here we pull into field 43. I want to check on something. All right. I was wondering if the beacon, I thought it used to, the beacon and the four-way flashers on any vehicle that you have follow you will also turn on if you turn them on, yours on. Apparently that's not the case. Oh, look, the neighbors also grew sunflowers. Isn't that cute? All right, so we'll pull it in over here, and we'll kill these. We'll go to Marcia, and, oh yeah, we hit this, dismiss, very good. And it was halfway down here, well, not halfway. A seventh of the way down here, I noticed that she wasn't following. And so I had to go back and get her and drive her up manually. And then she did follow, so I don't know what her problem was. Nope. There we go. All right. Let's line this sucker up just like this. Come on. There you go. Now we're going to go to the GPS. Suddenly, I'm not remembering how to do the GPS. Really should look these things up, I'm thinking, right? Okay, here we go. There it is. All right, so I want to do Alt-C. Find the wrong thing? Alt-C. No, it's on. That's right. And then Control-S. Yeah, okay. Geez, has it been really that long since I've done this? The answer to that is yes. And I remember this part, though. We're going to go here, and then we're going to set it as 90. 90. Let's see now. Where's that get me? Right on where I want to be, right? Okay, do that. Turn on auto steering. There we go. And we're off and running. We don't get any kind of swath here. It just screws up empty stockage. Yes, sirree, Bob. I complain about this thing only doing 14 mile an hour on the way down here. I'm playing, what's the name of that? Medieval Dynasty? When I bring in the crops there, you got to bang them around with a pole. Looks like a giant pair of nunchucks where one nunchuck's really long, and you beat it with the really short one, and that separates the seeds from the stalk. What a pain. This machine does it all in one shot. So 14 mile an hour, it actually saving me a lot of time. All right, so now that we have 2 fields to harvest, why don't we do a montage? And now we're unloading. The second round of unloading. Oh, they're really tasty when they come fresh out of the field like this. Okay, since we have the wrong header, let's get the right one on there. So we will drop this one. And pick up this one. Okay, just 2 more little rows to go here on the end. There's one little row. There we go. I like those montages. They're fun to set up, the different screen, the different angles and things I get. As I've said before, it's a very pretty game, so I like to show it off a little bit like that. It's nice. Of course, if you don't like it, well, this just may not be the channel for you. All right, so we're done doing that. Let's drive off. Well, I guess I can I get along? I think I get alongside here, huh? Shouldn't dump it in the first one because there are sunflowers already in there, and it won't dump two different grains in the same spot. So it should not start unloading until we get to the second one. There's one, no dump. Number 2, look at that, huh? I know what I'm doing mostly. Okay, so let's unload all of this into there. Didn't even get a full harvester's worth of soybeans. Such is life. Pipe in. There it goes. Wait until it's secure. Bring it over this way. Just like that. Go back to Marcia. Fire up the engine. We're going to have her follow. Get in behind him right there. There you are. Right control F. We've got followage, right? Let's make sure you have the steering wheel's on the screen. Down there in the lower left-hand corner on the map. That's how you know the follow is a-working. All right. So now what we got to do is go back up to the farm. We are going to put these grains into our silo. And then we're going to have to mulch. Oh, that's a lot of mulching. But I'm just the guy to do it. Murdoch Farms. Yeah, we got a crop for that. All right, we're back at the farm. You can see if you look on the map in the lower left-hand corner, you see way behind us is Marcia. She just now got up that hill. Red has a hard time on that hill. I wonder if we're going to lose contact with her, or is she going to be able to follow us all the way up here? I don't know. She's still moving, so maybe she'll come up here. All right. There's the cows, the new cow pen. Okay, now we're going to go park this where it belongs. Put 13, almost 14 kilometers on this thing today. We gave it a little bit of a workout. Over here we got to go. Oh, there we go. Right there. No. That's the one I wanted. Get on out. That's not me. There we go. Here comes Marcia. Let's take control of Marcia. She's made it back up. Fell behind due to our tiny tractor. We're going to head her over to the silos so she can unload there. Go. Flowers are growing in the driveway. That is a hardy breed of flowers. All right. Bring it right up here. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Put it up just a little bit more. There we go. We'll dump the sunflowers. Nice. Allow that to go back down. Switch to the end trailer. There we go. The end trailer over that. Nice. Dump the soybeans in there. There we go. And now we got to park the grain trailers. Right around this way. And then we're going to want to hook a Louie. Alrighty. Right there. That should do it. No. I almost hit Q too early. There we go. All right. And then there's our TTM, the terribly tiny mulcher. Back we go. And there it is. It's within our grasp. And we are going to head... This is really choking me up. We are going to head on out to field 43. And we are going to mulch field 43. Of course, that's where our sunflowers used to be. And here is our return to field 43. Okay. We gotta destabilize it. Now, does it say that it needs to be mulched? Oh, I don't even know that. Let's jump out and take a look. What's it say? Needs rolling and the weeds are growing. That's it. Okay. Oh, you're gonna start the GPS up. Do this, do this. Auto width, a little over 4.5 feet. And then this is going to be the old 90. Not 900, 90. There you go. Are we on good mulching? No, we got to move it over just a little bit. Just to be sure. All right, bring it over this way now. All right, now this is going to take a while. The mulcher is not wide, and therefore it's going to take a while. What do we got right now? 36. All right. Oh, no. Don't turn it back off. You want to lower it. Okay. 36. Let's see how long this takes. Has marital bliss got you down?
Mikerowchip, get in here right now and do the dishes. I don't care if you've been in the fields for 9 hours straight. Oh, when you get in here, mister, I'm gonna have to...
Are your neighbors less than neighborly?
I swear to God, Mikerowchip, you even so much as look at my fields again, and I will stab this pitchfork into the deep, dark reaches of your heart.
Or perhaps a bit too neighborly?
Hey, you want to come over tonight? I'm watching QVC. Yeah, I got mint juleps and mojitos.
Well, introducing the TMC Cancella TPN 140. It has a working width of only 1.4 meters. Sure, you could buy a much larger model, the TJP 610. It has a width of over 6 meters. And heck, it doesn't even cost that much at $25.5. But would you rather put up with this?
Mikerowchip, you fat, lazy, no-good...
Or this? The TMC Cancella TPN 140. It's so small, it'll make any job blissfully boring. Okay. Almost done. We got one row left to go here. It took me about, what, an hour and a half? Roughly? Yeah, roughly. But I feel so relaxed. It was nice just spending some time in the tractor here and don't have to put up with the hubbub of the world. You know what I'm saying? All right. Okay, now, if we look down in the lower right-hand corner, we can see, oh my gosh. We are almost, I don't think the maintenance on any one of my vehicles has ever been that low. It is low. How low can you go? That's it right there. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to head up to Clever Motors. And at Clever Motors, we are going to fix everything on this tractor. The tractor, the mulcher, and the weight on front. So headed up there now to get that done.
Clever Motors will fix whatever. You can't fix it 'cause you're not clever.
So the big question now is $7,999 enough to cover for the repairs of this equipment? My guess is going to be nope. It's not. So before we even go in there, we're gonna take $10,000 from the bank. We're gonna go in debt. Now, if we don't need it, we'll just pay it back. You know, there's that. Okay, Marshall, let's go to the bank, baby. Let's see. We're gonna borrow bank $10,000, and now we're gonna go inside, see what we got. This is gonna cost $7,785. Yeah. Yep, do that. This is going to cost 57 buckaroonies. Yep. So we're still under 156. How much is this going to cost? Oh, 38 bucks. Well, I'll be. We did have enough. Okay, so let's go back to the bank there, Marcia. We'll just pay it back. Yeah, I was just in here about, 3 minutes ago and borrowed 10 grand from you folks. Yeah, I don't need it. Do not need it. All right. Okay. So that field was so relaxing. It was just so relaxing sitting in my cab and spending an hour and a half mulching. None of the craziness of the world was going on. I think they have a commercial that highlights that. I'm not sure, though. The people who make this mulcher. But anyhow, we got one more field to go. Mulching was so nice, we're going to do it twice. We're going to go down to field 49 now and start mulching down there. Here we go. Field 47 on the left, field 48 on the right, and there's field 49. Not quite as large as field 43. Darn it. So we won't get as much mulching fun in as we did on that one. All right, so let's do this over this way just a little bit, huh? Okay. Let's do the old GPS thing. Turn that on. Do this. It's already set, but we'll auto with it again just to be safe. Then we're going to go 45 here. What do we got? Give me something. What do we got? It looks pretty good. Sneak up here. Turn it on. Lower. I got all the buttons. Alrighty. Okay, so now I'm going to mulch this field, and when I'm done, I'll bring you back. And here we go. The last little corner here will get it done. All right. Line it up. Down scope. Took me, 40 minutes to do this field? Sure, why not? Somebody was telling me... Wait a minute, I got schmut. Hold on. Woo! All right, somebody was telling me... Oh, okay. I was wondering why I thought I turned off the mulcher. For some reason, it sounded like it was still on. Anyway, somebody was telling me. Sure wish I'd end the sentence. That'd be nice. No. There we go. That there's a way to speed it up. That there is a way that, I don't know, some mod or something that like gets the field done really fast. So like, do you got to put it on helper and then hit fast forward and go gets done real quick? I don't know. Personally, I don't want to do that. I like going up and down the field. It's part of farming. You know what also I like doing? Okay, I'm going to admit, I don't like doing this. I got to end the video. Yeah, we got to end. We're in the butter zone right now. Hope you guys had fun. I had a blast, as always. Why don't you like? Why don't you subscribe? Why don't you leave me a comment? And if you don't like the fact that my wife seems to hate me, well, this just may not be the channel for you.